Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur 9. Folge von Coffee Talk 2. Hibiscus Butterfly. Wir haben Mittwoch, den 27. Dezember. World Golem Culture Center Grand Opening to be held in Bhutan. Lunar Cell Panel Prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive 11 metal band Avatar tops US Music Chart. Schauen wir erstmal, was wir hier neuen Stuff haben. Was hier? Nee. Have you ever heard a story that wows so you try... Was? Mein Gott. That wows so you try to go for your dreams because you're so inspired to do something or anything? Share your story. Is fidget spinner really that lame now? I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while too, everyone. Ja. Like bei Freya. Auch will die nochmal sehen. Normal schedule. Dinner with the team. Ja, das ist ein geiles Team. Das ist eine Gans. Ich dachte kurz Zeit ist eine Ente. Let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up. And the others keep quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Und im selben Moment betritt jemand den Coffeeshop. Well, ganz kurz. Jetzt muss ich kurz noch was holen. Gott. So. Gala, was los? Nee, jetzt willst du was. Entschuldigt mich kurz. So, jetzt bin ich wieder hier. Gala, was ist los? Hi? Good evening, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Gala. Nice to see you too. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Fury's giving me a hard time. Fury? Is it the full moon already? No, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? What is this? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury. And that changes the my god, sorry. The way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask. But it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small but annoying. It doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual. And a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that could help you with it? I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's your hurry. Since a gala head can soothe the fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well. Maybe, but I think I'd need to be more relaxing. More relaxing. Like a gala head, but with no caffeine and maybe blue? Oh Gott, haben wir das Rezept für Gala Head? Gala Head. Tea, Milk und Ginger. Also Blue Pea Milk und Ginger? Ist das, was wir wollen? Mal ganz kurz nachgucken. Ich will hier nicht was Schlechtes liefern. Ja, aber macht Sinn. Genau das ist es. Machen wir ihn. Gala Tea. Nichts zum Geben. Und wir servieren. Dann ein neues Rezept. Und ein Herz wahrscheinlich bei Gala. Ja. Ich finde es so krass, dass Gala ein Veteran ist. Ich lieb's. Here you go, Gala Tea for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Harry? No, it takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on. It almost make it sound like you know it and know in advance what we're going to order. Call it Sixth Sense. Ich habe hier keinen Guide offen. Right, let's see how your Sixth Sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. I'm very happy to hear that. Was ist los heute? Gala? What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Harry, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. No, I was so tired today, I nearly fell asleep on the job. But most importantly, it's not good for you. Mopping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now how I feel when fury is about to hit. I take it. You two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one. Lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling, looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either, it's a constant these days. Please help me, help him, Harry. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde? Was ist denn das Problem? Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if I wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old. And I've never been this bored in my entire life. 40 years? Interesting, you usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize, Harry. Intervention first, gossip later. Geil. My apologies. Why are you bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. Hey, no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around, twiddling my thumbs. But modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. Are you trying to leave modeling behind then? Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured and stayed on billboards for months. And I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their viewers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came, and it all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the modeling even more. I show the campaign the brand most. My God! I shoot a campaign. The brand posted online, and it gets attention for what? 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in, and everything's forgotten. Blink, and it's gone. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days, though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true, and the people are getting into vintage clothes too. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. So I was saying that you would like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered, that became a part of their lives in a real way. You don't know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you. That's not the same thing. Oh, hide. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in a 14-hour shift? Did you mistake me for a hardworking vampire? Do you see what I'm dealing with, Harvey? It does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in your hand, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. Wir können noch den vom Original Coffee Talk machen. Den Coffee Ginger. Das mochte er, glaube ich. Ich glaube, das war das. Ja, Herr Tubruk. Da klingelt was. Okay, wir haben jetzt 3 Sterne mit ihm. The fact I've been blood sober for 10 years now. Favorite things. Das Rezept noch. Du bist es nicht. Du bist es nicht. Du bist es. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. Nice, Harry, and you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him, and I bet he could remember what he liked even if he gave you no instructions. So now, I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At a place of my choosing. You're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Die beiden sind haben eine verdammt gute Connection. Die viben richtig gut miteinander. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gallo? Oh, let's see. You said, Hyde. He's won every single of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. God, just rub it in my face. Why won't you? Oh, hi everyone. Hi Lua. Hey Lua. Hi Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. But we ended up fighting with Baileys instead. Hey guys, what's up? You must be getting bored of our arguments. That's alright, they're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answer. If that's alright, honey? Of course. What would you like? Was willst denn du? I spent the whole day talking meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you would recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink, then please. Okay. Womit gehen wir? Wir haben fucking 7 Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Ich hab keine Ahnung. Mochte sie nicht Schokolade? Ich weiß es nicht mehr, wir probieren es einfach. Lemon, nicht Ginger und Honig. Lemon and Honey. Lemon and Honey. Nicht Ginger, ich weiß nicht, wie ich wieder auf Ginger komme, aber. Muss ja dann auch genau in der Reihenfolge sein. Lemon Honey Chocolate. Okay. Here you go. Some honey to soothe. Some lemon to boost the recovery. Thanks, Dr. Hari. Ich bin kein Doktor. Oh, this is truly lovely. Just what I needed. And that's great to hear. My company is trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decisions making. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your early question, Scholar, you've probably gathered that Bai and I have been fighting. Bai? As Baileys. My god. Yeah, and HYDES told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot, of course. The thing is, I know Bai means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks I'd like. And I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me. But I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed. Which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. Well, it'd be easier if we always acted rationally. If you only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, aren't they? And that's true. Although, I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem, I'm not sure. At first I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making at my job was taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bai to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though, but I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself, I want to be married to Bai. But the way we're planning it? I don't know. I've been to my friend's wedding before. I've always been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great. This is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more off to me. Why don't I tell your fiance about? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bai wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think, instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters. Right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you've met him. Blonde guy with the puppy eyes. Right. I'm glad you remember that. Because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with a friend who got married. And a stranger who put wedding pictures online. Alter, HYDES. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers and a fast food joint if that's what you like. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just, my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything. But you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't I? You've given me food for thought. Thanks, HYDES. My pleasure. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, HYDES. Maybe you should become a therapist. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couple counselor, but I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, HYDES? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent, wants to leave a mark, wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, locked the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup, then she whipped out an old film camera and a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captures the light, and also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different, then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep, most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. And we had a great time and we got kind of friendly, I guess, because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposure. I fooled around, shot some random stuff and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her darkroom. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You don't always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame. Working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magical ritual. And her portrait? When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she really liked the portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales, or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it.
No, I think it's a beautiful story, and it gives me an idea. I think of another career for you.
Please share, Lua. You'd be doing both of us a solid. Dieser Blick. Go on then.
Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently, but apparently film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said, it captures the light beautifully. And it's a more personal, slow approach. Maybe you could try that.
Who? Me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. I think you've got the wrong guy there, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month.
Ah, well, forget about it then.
No. Don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. You'd solve all the bridesmaids drama and offend the parents. But most importantly, you do something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is.
You're assuming they won't get divorced?
Oh my god, I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua.
It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, this wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life.
Their career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out late. Too late, okay? Yeah, alright.
Let's make you as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hydes, and good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one.
It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Harry.
See you later.
Good night, you two. Ach, Hyde. Here we go again. Last one sitting. Indeed, proper night out. It didn't say anything about that wedding photograph idea. It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I won't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience, and you do like being around people, don't you? I do, sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then next thing you do, you know. I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in certain kinds. You know, just to keep supporting someone, to enjoy the company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they are still them, there's no two souls becoming one, not really. I know, the one time I tried, it really don't work out. But do you regret it? I regret trying? Huh? No, I guess not. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like, it's never going to be my thing. And this freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it, willing to share their lives so closely, even if for the most of them it won't pan out. There's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame. Or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I signed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating. And something worth helping other people celebrate. Yeah, Trixie here on high. And I'm too tired to fight your logic. Which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable place here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable, for sure. Besides... Guess where I am? Cause sure as hell I don't know. What the fuck ist mit ihm? Ah, stimmt, sie hat Französisch. Ah, stimmt, sie hat ein ganzes Profil auf Französisch. Ja, außer das da unten. Birthday, 2nd October. Votre aime une passage chaussée? Votre aime une passage chaussée que vont charmant masqué et bergamosque? Jouant du luth et dansant et cassé. Triste sur leur déjugement fantastique. Well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else. Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species. But even then, he'll grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now, in a century, maybe two. And Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will, am I right, Harry? That's very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. Hey, you've grown to me, you know? You've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We'll make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to browse for some film cameras. Are you lost? What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. Wir sind so dicke mit Hyde, liebing. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. But some of us will. Das war's mit der Folge Coffee Talk. Ich hoffe, euch hat's gefallen. Lasst doch ein Like und ein Abo, wenn es euch dann gefallen hat. Ich weiß nicht, warum ich in letzter Zeit das immer so doppelt sage. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Video. Bei was immer ich auch mache. Haut rein. Ciao.